Now on Radio 4, let's join the actual Peter White for you and yours. Hello, Peter.
Fairly actual, Susan. Welcome to Radio 4's consumer programme. Today, the lifeboat crews facing a surprisingly busy year.
Things like stand-up paddleboarding, we've seen a big rise in rescues, 40% rise last year. And we know from speaking to manufacturers and people in the trade that they have also seen a huge increase in the numbers of those boards that have been sold.
You can contact the programme. You can email you and yours at bbc.co.uk. On social media, use the hashtag you and yours, or you can text 84844. A year of lockdown has been full of surprises, and we've not always behaved, though, as we were expected to. Who, for example, would have predicted that boats and paddle boards would be a boom industry as people looked for escape? But it's also led to a steep rise in rescues. The RNLI say lifeboat launches were up 60% last year. Well, Charival has been to the water's edge to find out more.
When the lockdown came, we thought the last thing that anyone wants to talk about or buy would be a boat.
James Bark sells boats. He runs boats.co.uk, one of the top 5 sellers. COVID came as a big shock.
You don't need a boat. With all the things that were going on in the world, we really thought, oh dear, this is going to be an absolute disaster. So we prepared to batten down the hatches.
Then, as the restrictions started to lift last April and May,
the phone started ringing, and it started off a trickle and it became a torrent. By June, it was absolutely crazy. We couldn't supply boats quickly enough all around the country. October went absolutely crazy. I remember in 1 week I sold 4 70-footers, about £2 million each, to give you some idea. Here we are in March and it's nearly into crazy zone again.
he says the boat suppliers just can't build them fast enough. Boats are an emotional purchase. They're like expensive pets, only more expensive.
I've bought like a small pleasure craft, a fast fisher. It's 17.5 foot. What I've bought is just purely for fishing.
Paul from Essex bought his boat 3 months ago in the depths of winter. He spent £20,000.
It was just basically opportunity come up to get it, and I thought, you know, what with the way things are at the moment as well, and now's the time. I can't go on holiday anywhere. I've saved a bit of money from not being able to go on holiday, and I thought it would be good to be able to get out there. It's the freedom, really. Happy emotions, I suppose, because I know she's mine, and as soon as the next gap in that weather turns up, when there's going to be no wind, and I know I'll be out there.
But on the sea, things can change very quickly. 1 minute, beautiful sunny day, flat, calm. The next,
Southerly 4 to 6, backing southeasterly, gale 8 to storm 10, perhaps violent storm 11 later. Rain later.
One of the odd things about the UK is that you don't need any qualifications or licences to drive or sail a boat, no matter how big it is. It's theoretically quite possible to grab the keys and just sail away. In reality, insurers are very keen on qualifications and skills. Boat salesman James Bark tells me he impresses on his customers safety first. And he's seeing a completely new customer base as well.
This is a new market for us because most of the new people we're dealing with, new first-time boaters, these are people that would normally fly abroad for expensive holidays and they realise they can't or they don't want to, and they're coming down and buying anything from a £50,000 Sea Ray up to a £3, £4, £5 million Princess, whether it's new or used.
Charival, sailing by, safely, we hope.